Okay, welcome to Just Do It, a Dewey Brothers podcast. I'm Alex.
And I'm Eric.
How you been, man? I know that school's wrapping up for you. It's wrapping up for me. It's got to be very stressful.
Oh man, I have been putting off all of my projects for way too long.
How many projects can you do at once, like in parallel?
Right now I think I'm working on 4.
Oh, that's pretty good. When I run my projects, my simulations, they run on a 12 core processor, so I can do 12 projects all at once. So I think you need to pump up those rookie numbers.
That's impressive. See, my favorite thing is I do like probably a page worth of work, and then I'm just like, yeah, I don't want to work on this anymore. Let's flip the switch and go to the next one. And then I don't really have any finished products. I just have pieces of, pretty trash.
Well, you should feel better about yourself because one of the best strategies that I know of is called procrastinating doing your work.
Is that where you procrastinate and then you have so much motivation like right before it's due that you grind out the most beautiful thing you've ever seen?
No, don't be silly. You never get higher than a B with this technique. But the trick is you got this project, it's looming over your head, and you just don't want to do it. So you procrastinate with the chemistry project. Then you're like halfway through chemistry, and you're like, oh, dude, I hate chemistry. This is awful. So you do your biology project. Okay. And then by the end, you're just, again, we have like 4 projects all being done, but you just have to make sure that the cycle goes all the way around. And that's the real trick.
Dang, yeah, I definitely need to. I think I'm just unknowingly doing that. That sums it up perfectly.
I know some people who, well, you have to be careful because this will happen sometimes. I know particularly ladies whose houses, like or apartments, are spotless, but they haven't started their project yet. Now that is dangerous. Fortunately for our listeners out there, I don't clean anything, so taken care of.
I have seen this boy's apartment and can vouch. Nothing is clean.
Hey, clean sometimes,
It
usually before a big project.
I mean, yeah, the refrigerator's clean out of food because you stress eat it all.
Hey yo, I don't stress eat, I stress starve. It's a much better strategy. It comes from all that running, dude. It's a defensive technique.
Yeah, how's the running been?
Oh, I'm out of shape and horrible and bad and have been slacking. But
Same.
I
Running is hard.
every time I go out and the weather's really good though, I just really want to go camping in the woods. Like, oh, we've had some beautiful days.
Oh my gosh, today was an absolute gorgeous day. It was insane. I mean, the flowers here are like budding and almost starting to pop. How about you?
I saw the rhododendrons. Nah, I'm too far north. We have no flowers. They're all like just barely trying to scrape through the snow we had last week.
Is the grass at least green?
Yeah, the grass has been green for quite a while.
So if the grass is green, people are out, getting their aromas with their nice early spring barbecues, right?
Oh, that's totally true. I mean, you might as well go barbecuing in the winter as well, right? Like, I think we can extend this backwards into just barbecue anytime.
That makes me realize that barbecue and maple creamies have a pretty strong inner Venn diagram, like together. Like they're just perfect year round.
Well, there's one place that you will always find maple creamies and barbecue year round, and that place is the lake. Even if it's frozen over, you go out to the ice fishing huts. They got their maple creamies, and you best be believing they barbecue and some sausages.
That's true. I was also gonna say the DeWitt residence because we do it too.
That is true, man. I mean, well, because everyone does it, right? It's just,
It runs in my veins as a Vermonter.
all right, you ready to liberate our main topic for the day?
Oh, I don't know. I don't like where this is going, but lay it on me.
Oh, don't worry, it's not that bad. Chimney Point.
Did you say Chimney Point?
I said Chimney Point.
So, you said liberate. Is it places during like the Revolutionary War, like battles?
Ooh, it's not battles, it's close. I'm gonna give you a couple more though. Fort Loyal, Fort Mott, and Fort Warren. And also the bonus fort, you ready? Orlando Bridgman's fort. Also on the
Oh,
list.
Orlando Bridgman's fort. That's almost as
Yeah.
cool as Orlando Bloom's fort.
No, this is his like great grandpappy because you got it right. I presumably they're during the Civil War or whatever. No, the War for Independence,
Revolutionary.
right? Revolutionary War or the
The
War of
war.
1812. One of the wars.
Are they all naval?
They can't date back before that, and some of them are naval. For example, I'll give you one more for independence. Now at this point, like you must have it.
I mean, U.S. forts.
Well, yeah, but I need more specific than U.S. forts, man. Come on, I'll give you two more. You ready?
Yeah.
You're gonna. If you don't get it, how much do you want to bet you're gonna get it after this one?
I mean, I better. Is it Fort Ticonderoga?
No, it's Brattleboro Barracks. It can't be Fort Ticonderoga.
Oh, is it
There's
all
no way
places
that
in,
would be on the list.
is it all places in Vermont, like forts?
It's the list of forts in Vermont. That's our topic for today.
Oh, that's a good one. You found a good
It's
one.
a good one. I really gave it away with Liberate. Probably that was a little strong of a lead in.
Oh yeah, I knew it.
It's just such a good descriptive word. I always try to add more words to my ever growing vernacular.
Okay, Mr. Verbose and erudite man.
That's exactly me. That's why you need to go down and post your favorite words from the Dewey Brothers in the creeping vines that grow beneath this YouTube video that is the comment section.
Yeah, I gotta say, last week I was pretty upset. I mean, we had that one question. I mean, no, we had two questions answered back to back episodes. And last week, I mean, the questions ran dry.
Yeah, the well dried up. I do believe that we said during the Young Rappers projects that if they didn't comment, we were locked into doing it again.
Wow, that sounds like a great segue into the streets of vocabulary, the avenue of the beat, and the Young Rapper projects.
Oh, very nice. Beautiful. With that out of the way, do you want to drop the beat first, or do you want me to get into this? Get it hot and heavy, if you will.
I really do you remember who won? I think it was a pretty close one last.
I think it was real heated. Our surprise guest and best skier on the mountain, Weatherman, I think he has to take the cake. It was such a good poem.
He really came out of nowhere, just brought the heat.
Yeah, he was swinging for the fences. The ballpark, by the way, another great place to get maple creamies, which we are really harking on this episode.
Yeah, no, it's just I got outside today and the maple creamies just hit me. I mean,
it's that cold 45-degree breeze, man, just right at me.
Nothing
like a maple
better.
creamy.
You
could. All right. Who's going
back
first?
to the projects. You know what? I'm feeling lucky. I'm feeling good. Lay down the beat, a Dizzle.
A Dizzle in the house.
All right, this one's Hurricane from A Sports Person. All right, let's go. Always sitting at the desk, reading papers with no zest. Home is not as fun without you, me, and the rest. That's all I think about. What we, our school, our friends, our teachers all used to be before the hurricane hit like that, and then the curve went up and was not flat. The curve is high and can't be drowned, even though the hurricane came to town. The winds blew, the ground shook, so people were stuck in their houses. Some were sick and some were okays. Some had to stay in for 14 days. Things can't happen. It's like all is lost. We can't stop it without a cost. Winds blew in right away, taking people away from home, away from us. They all flew away, not turning back to make a sound. We thought all was lost, all was drowned, until we found a bright voice that made us smile.
Oh, man, that was so good, Eric. I loved it.
Dude, a sports person knows how to talk about hurricanes, not coronavirus
really does.
in the slightest.
Absolutely. I feel like a sports person has been on this segment before.
I hope so. I mean, they got the rhymes down.
They really do. And I think a sports person also absolutely loves water analogies.
Or maybe it was a storm. They were talking about rain.
It's true.
Like,
I mean, those sort of things are always liquid and flowing, which I find amazing.
Well, I think I'm ready to lay down a beat and hear about what sort of liquid and flowing poem you got.
No liquid, no flowing, just Mother Nature. This is
Oh,
Ava Claire. Call me by my name.
okay, all right. I'm coming in with that. I'm dropping that beat for you, a sizzle, a dizzle, a dog.
As we climb the mountains, you can call me fast, unburdened by centuries that cling from the past. As we trudge through the swamps, you can call me keen, pointing out things that don't want to be seen. As we bend around brambles, you can call me wise, keeping paper field mice behind my eyes. As we're swept with the current, you can call me sweet, wanting butter on my bread and salt on my meat. As we hack through the jungle, you can call me brave, unnerved by my hands, the taunt from the grave. As we swim through the snowdrifts, you can call me friend, patching the patchwork no mender could mend. But as we journey down the trails, there's no one would dare. Please call me Ava, Ava Claire.
Bam!
Mic drop.
Ooh!
Mm.
Wow. I gotta say, when you started that thing, I looked around and I was like, am I in the Young Rapper Projects or am I in like Bluegrass Hills? You had some sort of good melodic country sound to you.
Well, it's all about the crossovers these days. So I decided to build an organic farm right next to the Young Rappers Projects in order to give these beautiful young writers access to jobs to get them, progressing in their life.
Wow, that is
Really
so
build them into
forward thinking of
citizens.
you. That's good, dude. You're
Yeah,
good.
absolutely. Wow. I mean, that was both of those were amazing.
Those were
They were
good.
next. Down in the
Definitely next.
down in the commentation station below. You got to tell us who won. We need to know.
I mean,
What'll happen?
I'm
What'll
voting
happen
for
if
me,
I
of
win?
course.
I mean, I think E-Dog, it was tight. Again, water is always strong.
Water is strong. Let's see. What are we betting on the line this week? All right. I got it, Alex. Next week we have to record the podcast in the nude.
Ooh,
Loser
scandalous.
loser
All
has
right,
to
loser
record
has to
nude.
record the podcast in the nude. You're on. Deal.
All right. Yeah, I'll shake through the computer for that one.
Whew. Tune in next week for some scandalous young rappers projects in the buff.
Of course, you gotta let us know who's gonna be stuck with that fate down in the commentation station in the little dribbly drobblies that are the bits underneath this
Yeah,
poor video.
the little fat drippings that drip off the beef that is the Dewey Brothers podcast and end up down in the commentation station down below. Absolutely. Okay, I got some
All right,
I got some hot questions from the internet that need answering.
you do. Who
Oh
would have
yeah.
thought? All right, I mean, I found one or two, but I think I want to hear one of yours.
All right, the little birdies that come out in the spring just came out, and on Twitter I found Bee Shrine. Actually, that's a fantastic name. Maybe it's Bee's Shrine. At Bee Shrine asks us, asks the internet, does anyone have any ideas of where all the tall people are hanging out now they can't stand in front of me at concerts?
Well,
As a
I just
fellow,
want to say, as a tall person, self-diagnosed tall person, I have to say, screw those concerts where I'm in front of people, you know?
it's a burden. It is rough.
I
At Bee
mean,
Shrine, you don't understand the pain that is in my eardrums from being so tall. Trust me, I want
exactly.
to be down with you.
You're above all the other heads, so it's actually louder for you. All the sound waves don't hit you as directly. It's the worst.
Absolutely deaf. I'll tell you what the tall people should be doing at these concerts to be more generous, and that is practicing their Korean weatherman pose, which is where the
What?
super tall guys, yeah, so on Korean news TV, obviously the worst Korea, South Korea. Um, what they do is the guys are super tall, and so in order to like make them even like the same size as the ladies, they do this crazy leg split, so they're like a foot shorter, and from the waist up they're good. I mean, maybe they're inconsiderately taking up too much of the dance floor, but I
Oh,
like
yeah.
that idea.
They're definitely weatherman spreading.
Oh, exactly, all about the weatherman spread.
It's dangerous. All right.
It's how you get down to the height of a weather vane, right?
It's true. But
Yeah.
on a related note, I actually saw something really. Actually, I heard it. I came up with this. I'm taking credit for it all. So
All right. Well, we
if a
better tell
short
at B Shrine that the tall people, we really don't mean to take all of your deafening music right to the face, and that you should just poke us or something and be like, "Hey, man," and we'll let you go in the front. It's fine.
or I'll pick you up so you can feel what it's like to be tall.
Ooh, I love putting short people on my shoulders so
Yeah,
that they
it's a good one.
get a new point of view, right? Sit on top of someone in a mile for there.
their
It all makes
shoulders.
sense, I
Yeah,
promise.
it's a saying.
Yeah,
We have it.
right.
But
Sure.
no, I was gonna say, if a short person ever asks you what's the weather up like there, the correct response is to spit at them and say it's raining.
that is horrible.
Well, that's what they get for talking to you, you know?
I suppose.
All
Do
right,
you have
all
a
right.
hot question, E-Dog?
I do. So
Okay.
I'm gonna ask you, what is the weirdest rabbit hole you ever found? And this is by the user Liberty and Justice.
So you know how I said the weather was really nice the other day, and I was out on a
Yeah.
walk?
Yeah, of course.
Liberty ingested. This
No,
rabbit hole.
Alex, it's Liberty, as in like the R instead of the L for Liberty and
Liberty
Justice.
and Justice.
Yeah.
Liberty and Just Ice. I was out walking the other day. It was a beautiful day. I was taking the Sandstone Trail back towards Clarkson, and I found a rabbit hole.
That's
and
good.
I was like, I love harassing wildlife. So I snuck
Oh,
up to it and
you're the worst.
took a peeper. Oh, dude, I know. I'm the worst at bothering the animals. And I should have been recording, but I'm not very professional, so I wasn't. And I looked down into this rabbit hole, and you know what the weirdest thing was, Eric?
Was there a rabbit?
There wasn't a rabbit in this rabbit hole. There was a woodchuck in this rabbit hole. And that was
No.
probably the weirdest rabbit hole I've ever seen. Because what sort of rabbit hole has woodchucks living?
I mean, that's true, but how do you know that it wasn't a were groundhog, you know? A were woodchuck.
Oh, because where woodchucks do they start out as rabbits normal days, and on days when the sun comes up they turn into woodchucks.
Yeah. On days with
Right.
the full sun, they
Yeah.
become woodchucks.
Mm.
It's
That's tricky. That's really tricky.
it's tough. But I gotta say
Definitely
that's one of the weirder rabbit holes.
Yeah. Definitely the where woodchuck rabbit thing. Are they were rabbits or where? No, they gotta be where woodchucks, which are rabbits.
Because
Yeah.
they
That's
start out
definitely
as rabbits and then they
Oh,
get
the weirdest. Yeah, the weirdest hole you can go down is that I've ever looked down, at least.
Yeah.
Was the
I
where
mean,
woodchuck hole, for sure.
like some people will say, "Oh, obviously the one in Alice in Wonderland," but like, no, that's nothing. The whole world under there, that's nothing compared to the where rab chuck.
Yeah, there was at least 2 angry were-rabchucks, which again, for all our listeners out there, they only turn into woodchucks when there's a full sun. So as long as there's an eclipse, you'll know they're a rabbit.
It's true. I
Yeah.
mean, I've never seen that. Actually brings up a good point. I've never seen a woodchuck when there's an eclipse.
Never, not once.
So maybe woodchucks are fake, and they're just all
Absolutely.
were-rab chucks.
Really suspicious that Puxatawny Phil never comes out when there's an eclipse, huh?
Oh yeah.
Pretty deep down the werechuck rabbit hole, if I do say so myself.
You know,
Liberty and justice.
Yeah, no, that's good. I think we just stumbled onto something. So if this podcast doesn't get posted, you'll know it's because the government shut us down for getting too deep.
Well, the next one, obviously this one's getting posted.
Oh, true, of course. All right, well, that was my question. You got another one for us?
Oh, absolutely. Castigers JT at Castigers J asks, anybody know any good deals on trainers, as I can't justify spending 140 pounds on a pair? Sad face emoji, crying laughing face emoji. Any help would be great.
I know a buddy named Daryl. He lives down in the dumps. He goes around and steals people's shoes. So I'd recommend doing that, JT.
I mean, JT, here's the problem. You gotta get good footwear. Like, as someone with bad knees, as a fellow tall person, all of us have bad knees.
Oh
Not a
my
single
gosh.
basketball player makes it past 45 with intact knees. They all got like triple knee braces.
Yeah, no, I like my knee goes. A lot of things do not work right.
It's not good. Even Dad has knee braces on both knees. He's part cyborg, and when he's skiing at least, and he's not even that tall. So you got to protect your knee.
And the only way to protect your knees is with quality footwear, especially if you're gonna run for a while. Like it's just one of those things you need. It sucks, but you need it.
With that in mind, I know this weatherman guy. So if you're looking for a trainer, I think he can rustle up a couple of his friends. They're all unemployed right now due to the Rona. And I bet they will work for well under 140 pounds. Probably more like $20.
Oh, you're
Maybe.
talking about that kind of trainer.
Yeah, I mean, I assume that's what they were talking about.
Oh, personal trainers, not a
Yeah.
trainer shoe or anything.
I mean, like, why would we got to spend the money on the training shoes. We need good knees.
Obviously, you do.
Brought to you by #TallPeople.
Hashtag tall people coming at you live from the rabbit hole.
Wear Chuck Bunny hole.
We're coming for you. All right, yeah. So buy the shoes, and just find your local out of work personal trainer, fitness trainer, dietitian trainer, whatever
Bargain with him through your face mask.
Yeah, whatever lifestyle choice kind of trainer you want, and they'll probably do it for a lot cheaper than 130 pounds. So
Yeah, there's no way they would be charging market rate. Let me tell you, they are in dire straits.
That is so true. All right. Well, I think that's all we can say about that one.
I think so too.
It's just too easy.
It's just too easy. Slam dunk. Do you got any more questions, you diggy dog?
Oh, come on! I got questions. I got questions coming out the wazoo. So we got the user Yash D20 who just asked, "What's the weirdest thing you could say on a first date?"
What's the weirdest thing you could say on a first date?
Yeah.
I mean, you could probably start going down your favorite conspiracy rabbit hole. It's probably a bad idea. That's pretty weird.
No, that's true. That is very true.
Followed, I'm going to go shortly after that with, yo, look how tall I am, regardless of how tall you are.
Well, I think I know what the weirdest thing. Actually, it might not be the weirdest thing you can say, but it's definitely going to ensure that you don't get a second date.
What is it?
I mean, obviously it's saying, man, I just hate how there's so many people outside enjoying barbecues, maple creamies, and I think I'm going to go home, take out my bacon, and not test it for any poison.
Oh, wow. I mean, there's no way. That definitely would not fly. Or in our case,
I would stand up, being super tall, probably hit my head on the ceiling, and then just like leave if someone said that to me.
Absolutely. Oh, yeah, that's really weird. You can get even weirder though by not saying anything.
Oh, pretend like no, not even pretend that you're mute. Just like look at them and just don't say a word.
Just don't say anything. I mean, you can do whatever you want with that time, right? You could, flick a big boogie at them.
Oh no,
that's probably not going to get you another date unless they're into that. But maybe that's what you're looking for, right?
You could be looking into a bogey exchange service or something. I don't know.
Yeah, who is this person again?
It's a Yash D20.
Yash D20. Well, some completely unsolicited advice from the Just Do It brothers. You gotta do the weird stuff you're into to make sure they're into it too. It's like a peacock dance, but for like the really weird stuff. We're talking like page not 2, 3 of the Google search. Okay.
Oh my god! Wow. I it's been so long since I've gone there that I forgot it existed.
Yeah, whatever weird, just disgusting stuff that you're into, like telling people how tall you are. at random intervals. Yo, dude, I'm
It's
so
true.
tall.
Dude, like, I just can't understand how anyone, and also I'm super tall, but like, I just can't understand how anyone would be like, yeah, let's go to the third page of Google. But yeah, no. So you're good.
Yeah, so I think you're looking about this wrong. It's not like the weirdest thing that they can do to you. It's what sort of weird things do you want in your future partner, and you have to put those on display.
Yeah, no, that's fair. Take it from two single men in their 20s.
That's right.
You really gotta let your partners know what sort of weird stuff you
What
into.
stuff you're into. Absolutely.
It's the only way to get women.
Speaking of weird stuff, I got
Uh-oh,
a
let's hear it.
question. I got one more.
All
I'm
right,
at
let's end it.
McDonald for iPadic app at I'm at McDonald asks, this is straight from the tweetosphere, what setups have people got out there for their UTV for shooting? Question mark, question mark.
Their
Now,
UTV for shooting.
Matt, yeah, so here's the first problem. If you've taken any hunter safety, the answer is you can't shoot from anything with a motor in it. Sailboats are okay. Land sailboats are fine. Some sort of skiing device, man-powered, it's acceptable. But you cannot shoot off of stuff with a motor, at least in the states of Vermont and New York, and I think everywhere else.
Yeah, no, that's fair.
With that being said, I know some guys at Pimp My Tractor, this one guy named E-Rod Dewey, who, according to the comments of last week's episode, will chrome anything.
He will. In fact, he's coming up right now. It's me the whole time. E-Rod Dewey coming at you, right? And quick. So we got a nice little UTV setup, all right. Don't tell the authorities, but believe it or not, we got two mounted slots. You can just mount whatever you want: a pistol, a firework shooter, a pea shooter, a garden hose if you got to hose some things down. But you can just clip it right in there, perfectly good, and it's gonna cover everything you need. Like precision. I can shoot an apple off of my son's head with no worry that I'll shoot the kid. I mean, I don't care if I shoot nope. I'm perfectly shooting the apple every gosh darn time. That's all I gotta say.
From your high-powered William Tell custom crossbow that you can mount right on top of any UTV. It just screws right into the frame, no problem. Not only that, he's also gonna, just for free, after he mounts whatever weapons you want onto your UTV, hunting aids, like a flamethrower.
Oh, I mean, obviously. Well, see, personally, my favorite fishing additional thing is a toaster, and an outlet.
Oh, I'm old school. What I use for fishing is an M34 grenade launcher.
Oh, I forgot. That thing's good. That thing is that gets the fishes all good.
Whatever animal eviscerating equipment you wish to attach, E-Duty Dog will hook them up for you, and I will also throw in, that's a man over here, I will throw in a free chromin to attract the wildlife, because we all know the best stuff to hunt loves a good chrome.
Well, no. The trick is, well, yes, they do love chrome. Everybody loves chrome. It's in our DNA. But in fact, actually, some might say my DNA is chrome. But
I don't know how healthy that is.
Well, I'm living my good life at the ripe old age of 3. Let's see, what was I going on and on about? Well, no, the chrome is actually really good at blinding the wildlife, so they won't be able to scatter. I mean, our chrome is so fine, so spickety shiny. Anything that even glances at is going to be like, gosh. And it's just going to be mesmerized by it.
At Matt McDavid, here's your answer. Bring that, just ride that UTV all the way down to Pimp My Tractor, and we will shine up, blindingly so, and affix any setup to your UTV for any animal disemboweling, removal, curtailing needs that you may have. Or human, whatever.
And of course, if the lawman
don't tell the government. It's a range vehicle only.
No, it's art. It is art.
Ooh.
It's
That's
not a
even better.
vehicle. It's not a vehicle or anything like a device of killing potential. It is a art piece. That's
And
what
since
it
it's an
is.
art piece, we recommend you write off all Pimp My Tractor upgrades as a business expense for the
Of
pleasure
course.
of increasing the art near your workplace.
Yep. Super easy. It's all about the art. That's why we have a installment of Girder and Gray right out front.
Well, I mean, we have a fake rendition of Girder and Gray. Obviously, the real
It's
trophy is for the downhill race.
I was gonna say
Obviously.
our girder is actually girder in slight gray. It's a close one, but it's still good. Gets
It's
the
not quite real gray.
no. So yep, there we go. We will get you with everything you need.
Eric, we got a problem.
What's our problem?
There's no more questions on the internet. There
Are
aren't any.
are you sure? Wait. I'm gonna go to
Pretty
my
sure.
special source. I'm gonna go to my special secret stash of questions and no. Oh god, they're gone.
You have a special DeWitt's house? Well, it's
No,
called the DeWitt's house because of the color, obviously.
obviously the color DeWitt.
Yeah.
No. I'm saying my special stash is gone.
Oh, dang
It's
it.
it some I think this is the final straw. The coronavirus has reached in and taken all the questions.
I think we're just going to have to give the internet another week to get more questions.
I hopefully once those stimulus questions come up, then we can start answering some more.
Absolutely. And with that brilliant segue, is there any news in fake sports or real sports?
Well, let's see. So the real sports, we got the sun's coming out, weather's getting a little warmer, people are itching to play outside. People are starting to be like, I want some baseball. I want
Mm-hmm.
some tennis. I want some football. I want some basketball. But what they all want is hockey. That's a fact.
So is that just the state of the sports?
Yep.
Since
Yeah.
there are no professional sports, that's just the state. That's what everyone's
just
thinking.
people are
That's
missing
fair.
it.
Yeah,
And
absolutely.
yeah, that's
There's no
about it.
Yeah, there's no esports either. They're also all just non-existent for this week, and I don't know why. But
I will say a quick thing on real sports is that now is the time to invest in bocce sets.
can you consciously socially distance and stay 6 feet away while bocce balling? I feel like if I'm gonna launch my opponent's ball into oblivion, then I'm gonna need to be right next to. I'm gonna need to be touching it, and that's too close. It's not 6 feet.
No. Only within your family. So it's
If in
okay.
your social distancing circle, you can
This is
bocce.
going to be the summer of yard games out. I'm telling you.
In that case, bring back the lawn darts.
Jarts need to come back.
Speaking of jarts, Eric, if there's no sports, we're gonna have to invent one.
Ooh.
What? You say something, and then I'll try to sport it up.
Let's see. I'm gonna go with what about lamp? Got anything to do with lamps?
Competitive light bulb changing.
Ooh, I like it. I really do.
Don't let your light bulb stay on for too long, else you won't be able to change it and you'll burn your fingers.
Exactly. And also
Ooh.
it'll always like answer the question of how many blank does it take to change a light bulb?
Right, well, we'll know at the Olympic Games how many Mexicans and how many Americans
how many Hasidic Jews
change a light bulb.
and
Exactly.
how many Africans it takes. But I'm gonna let you in on a little thing, Alex. I'm not gonna let those dirty Italians anywhere near my life.
Oh no, why not?
Oh man, they're gonna get their olive oil pasta fingers all over the bulb.
Oh, we all know if you get oil on the bulb, it shortens the lifespan. Yikes,
Exactly.
That's no good for the Italian team. They're going to be struggling in the competitive light bulb changing scene.
Exactly. Whereas
Don't even get me started on how fast and efficient the Chinese are going to be. They're going to be using metric light bulbs, mass produced. So if any of them shatter because they're so cheap, that might be a problem. But I think they'll have plenty of extras to just keep changing.
Yeah, no, that sums up China right in a nutshell. I mean, come on.
Well, I introduced a little problem with competitive light bulb replacing. The problem is that those pesky Americans are still using imperial light bulbs. They're plugging away with 50 waters, and everybody else has moved on to like other light bulbs in standard metric sizes. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, no, that just doesn't make sense.
Well, I mean, I guess watts is
Watts
metric,
is
but the screw sizes, they're going the wrong way. They're inches instead. It's no good. It's so much more challenging to screw in a 2 centimeter. It's way easier to do a 2 centimeter light than it is to do a 1 inch light. It's just not
exactly. It just doesn't make sense. But no, this brought up an even crazier idea. What about the people in Australia, Alex? Will they have to screw it in the other way?
Well, yeah, they got left-handed screws on all their light bulbs down there. Obviously, that's how they get them. They put them in the floor, right?
Yeah. I mean, I was gonna say though, if they have to go to a different country or the northern hemisphere, would they still be required to screw it in the way it's set up there? Like,
oh yeah. What if they're left-handed? Though they got the huge left arm bulb, so they're gonna be totally out of water when the threads go the wrong. Oh, that's tricky.
Oh,
man,
yeah.
this it's gonna be a tight competition, I think, Eric. Competitive light bulb screwing and unscrewing is,
it's
all there.
I'm gonna be a fan. I'm gonna stand by our neighbors to the north. The good old Canadians out there.
Oh, dude, the Canadians are horrible at light bulb changing, Eric.
They might be
keep
horrible.
doing it with the mittens and their toques on. They forget to take them off, because it's so cold outside.
I mean, they have their cup of Timmy hose in one hand, so very efficient. But there's just something about the charm of those Canadian light bulb changers that really speak to me.
Oh, I understand what you're saying there, bud. But I just don't see them really going very deep into the bracket. What with their mittened up hands, it's just too cautious,
I mean, but you haven't even seen their mascot,
Who's the mascot? Is it some sort of moose with a bunch of light bulbs up on the antlers? Because my uncle has one of them up on the wall.
Well, yeah, of course. That's our boy Sparky.
I mean, how else is he supposed to light the bar downstairs? You know what I'm saying?
I know what you're saying, all right.
Oh, well, yeah. I mean, obviously, it's out at the camp up by the lake, don't you know?
Don't you know?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, well, yep. Everyone, wait for official Olympic light bulb changing coming in. Let's say 2 days.
Well, 2021 when they have 2020 Olympics, we'll have this instead, right?
Yeah,
so
yeah.
Watch out for sports like the hot potato.
Oh, that's
the
a good
relay, and the fast change.
I love it. I can get behind this.
Make sure you check out your country's techniques for competitive light bulb changing.
So that's exactly it.
That wraps it up. I think it's time to thank our sponsors for this 7th edition of Just Do It podcast.
Well, I would like to thank Mom's office for everything that they give to us, everything that they love. Mom's office.
I got to throw a shout out to knees. We're not very kind to them, and they deserve better. Knees.
And of course, the color DeWitt. You're right, it's back and bolder than ever with the new Color DeWitt Prime. It's even DeWittier.
Thanks again to Forts in Vermont. Ethan Allen. Fort Warren, that exists.
Yep, definitely. And then of course, edge more edgers. We're gonna edge, baby, edge the edge.
Especially with Little League season right around the corner. We need that one. Speaking of Little League season, I am so tall, and that's why we're thanking tall people. Just keep telling other people you're tall.
Tall people. And of course, we're going to go off and thank Maple Creamy. Hey there, Maple Creamy. Yum, yum, yum. Maple Creamy.
Werechuck rabbits. Are all the woodchucks werechuck rabbits? How deep does this werechuck rabbit hole go?
As always, peep my tractor. We got chrome and just right, baby, baby, we're gonna get you all set up with your new art installations, and of course we're gonna get them spreaders spreading, and of course we're gonna get your baking tested, and of course we're gonna get everything going fine for you, and of course we're gonna bust out a brand new JPad line for you, and of course you're gonna be looking the coolest and cleanest and awesomest guy out on the field with our brand new J series of XT50 249ers, augers, set bit, extra super turbo charged everything engine, and you know that's us at Pete My Tractor.
Whew! Whew, all right. Well, thank you for listening to Just Do It, a Dewey Broder podcast. Make sure that you exercise at least 6 feet away from the other people you are hiking up the mountain with to ski back down. It is Little League season as soon as more than 2 people can play on each Little League team. And so I'm Alex.
I'm Eric.
And for the love of God, man.
Just send it.
Oh, phew. Okay, we're done. We're professional podcasters and we're out of here.
Oh
Craig,
my God.
steal the tapes.
He's got to run away. Get them all. All right. We're
I'm
clocking in.
so tall. Yeah, it should be fine. Don't don't do more than one pass through on the edit.
Oh God, I never do.